Justice Story was both a professor and a justice, and he writes a lot of the most thoughtful decisions at the court.
The Story Award is the successor to the Paul Bator Award, which we created some time ago in order to reward, call attention to, and otherwise make a fuss over a young tenure-track law professor.
We select a young academic who has demonstrated not only really excellent cutting-edge scholarship, but also commitment to public service and to teaching. And I think those three things are really, really special because oftentimes there's a focus on one of the three, and the Joseph Story Award is really the only award of its kind that combines all of them.
It's a great honor to receive this Joseph Story Award, especially from the Federalist Society. I've been a law professor for a decade now, and it's played such a meaningful role in my career as a law professor.
The one thing about Professor Walker that really struck me were the recommendations of his students and his peers in academia.
I've known Professor Chris Walker since we were both law clerks. We met in the fall of 2008 when he was clerking for Justice Kennedy and I was clerking for Justice Alito. I think in his very short career and time in the academy, had an outsized impact on the rule of law and the development of legal thought.
One of the ways that my work intersects with his scholarship is actually in my teaching capacity, where things he's written, multiple things he's written, have profoundly affected how I teach administrative law, how I teach legislation and regulation.
I've known Chris Walker now for quite a few years. I was a law professor before I became a judge, and I've known him through legal academic circles and through the Federalist Society. He's written a lot of path-breaking articles with so many interesting ideas that are not just thought-provoking, but also useful.
The view of the legal community of Chris is incredible. He's had a deep impact, and there are a lot of people who seek his legal opinion and cite his articles in a wide range of cases.
Chris Walker is a lawyer's lawyer and an academic's academic. His instinct to get his hands dirty and really dig into the tough stuff, I think, is one of the things that people really value about him. His reputation for being a straight shooter, for wanting to get into the technical details of questions rather than reverting to knee-jerk instincts.
So he's not just in his office writing articles, he's also giving talks and lectures and debating and talking to students and promoting ideas, and he's part of the debate.
He's a national leader in administrative law. Administrative law is so important right now. We really need some of our best talent working in it.
I think a great law professor not only challenges their students in the classroom, but engages with them outside of the classroom. And that was something that really struck me about the student recommendations for Professor Walker.
He's just been a mentor to me throughout law school.
I became a law professor because I love to teach. I love to see students learn new things and explore ideas they haven't thought about. And I also like to do my own research and think about the ways in which the administrative state can work better.
I can think of very few people who would be more deserving of the award than Chris.
He is an extremely nice person and genuinely an empathetic person who really does care about the people around him.
He really cares about his work. I just want to say thank you to Professor Walker for all the guidance and mentorship. I'm very excited that you've been selected for this award.
The best part of being a law professor is seeing your students go on to do great things. I've had students clerk on the Supreme Court. I've had students nominated to be judges. Just being able to see them kind of catch their dreams and make a difference to the world is really cool. That's the greatest joy of being a law professor.